The hands of time keep moving faster. Trying to keep your head above the water. Sinking in, you know it's contact. One last breath to find the answer. Wasting a life you'll never forget. 'Cause you can't die if you forget to live. How can you die if you forget to live?
Ilya Marchenko.
I'm Dennis Kudla.
I'm Jesper de Jong.
I'm Henry Laaksen.
I am Francisco Cerundolo, and you are listening to the Game to Love podcast.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Game to Love tennis podcast. My name is Megan, and you may have seen me before. I've done one match here before. I did the final in Rome, Djokovic versus Tsitsipas. So I'm here to do the night session on Philippe Chatrier. We have Alize Cornet of France against Jelena Ostapenko, the 13th seed, and we're just about to get going. Now, I think I'm watching a Eurosport stream, which may be a little bit slower than the scoreboard is showing here. I have it at 15 love to Cornet at the moment. So I'll do my best to keep you updated. So hi to everyone. Okay, so we've got Cornet serving 15 love. Return is good. No, return is out from Ostapenko, and it is 30 love to Cornet. So if you haven't yet, remember to hit like on the video, and if you're new, remember to subscribe as well. It helps us and helps the podcast to grow. So with 30 love, Cornet serving. Return cross court from Ostapenko. It's a dig out from Cornet, but the response is into the net from Ostapenko, and it is 40 love. It's a great start for the French woman. So I can see you're already getting some predictions in. Thinking Ostapenko in 3. A couple of you thinking Ostapenko here. As long as Ostapenko keeps it together, she's got it. It depends. Ostapenko is such a streaky player. She can either be unbeatable, basically, or she can be all over the place. So I kind of think it depends on which Ostapenko turns up to the match here. So we've got a shot there gone long on the baseline from Alize Cornet, so it is 40-15. Here we go. We've got a prediction for Cornet. Cornet in 3. Let's see. Okay, so serve is a let for Cornet. We are still serving at 40-15. And the serve down the tee from Cornet. The return is good from Ostapenko. We're now going backhand to backhand. Oh, and it just hits the line from Ostapenko. It's lobbed up by Cornet. Ostapenko puts the smash in, but Cornet gets it back. And Ostapenko smashes, but again, doesn't put it away. Cornet gets it back up, and finally she gets the smash. That was very, very close to being out, but Ostapenko makes it, and it is 40-30. What was a 40 love game is now looking a little bit more tricky for Cornet. So yeah, there are a couple of other matches going on around the grounds at the moment. We have Tsitsipas versus Collard, and Carballes Baena and Sinner as well also playing. So we have 40-30. First serve into the net from Cornet. Nodding to herself, trying to give herself some encouragement here. Second serve is good. Backhand return from Ostapenko. Forehand from Cornet. Backhand to backhand at the moment. It's a forehand from Ostapenko. Backhand down the line from Cornet. And the cross court from Ostapenko is out, and Cornet gets the first game on the board. Hi, so a comment from Alex. Yeah, my name is Megan. I'm fairly new. I've only done one commentary here before, but hopefully you'll be seeing a lot more of me. I'm also running the Twitter page for the Game to Love podcast mostly during Roland Garros, but I probably will be doing it afterwards as well. So if you've seen any new tweets there, that's me. I've got some Portuguese in. Bom dia. Tudo bem. Thank you very much. Hope you're all doing well. So here we go. We've got Ostapenko now serving her first service game. So the first serve is long from Ostapenko. Second serve. And the serve is good. It's a backhand return from Cornet, backhand from Ostapenko, and the backhand is into the net from Cornet, and it is 15-love to Ostapenko. Great, thank you very much. Love everything I'm tweeting. Yeah, I love to kind of post my scores and stuff. I have my own Twitter page. It's called First Serve Tennis. So I post very similar things on there and the Game to Love podcast. So if you do like what I'm tweeting, then maybe give me a follow on there as well if you like. And also, of course, remember to hit like on this page and subscribe to us as well because it helps the podcast to grow. So we've got the serve from Ostapenko and it's a forehand. The length is good, but Cornet digs it up. There's a overhead from Ostapenko, but again, Cornet gets it. And finally, Ostapenko puts the second overhead away. And it was 30-love. Yeah, it looked like Stefanos was going to get finished pretty soon, but yeah, it's gone a little bit more tricky for the Greek over there. So I will try and keep you posted on the other scores going around as well. Okay, 30-love. Serve is good from Ostapenko. It's a backhand return from Cornet. We're going backhand to backhand. And a backhand down the line is long from Ostapenko, and it is 30-15. Yeah, again, apologies that the scoreboard is out of sync. I've got the Eurosport live stream, which seems to be a little bit slower than the scoreboard. Not sure if I can pause it because it's a live thing, so I'm really sorry that it is out of sync. I'll do my best. Okay, so we have here backhand down the line. Well, cross court was very good from Cornet, and it is 30 all. Service good from Ostapenko, backhand return from Cornet, and it's a wild shot from Ostapenko, and Cornet has a break point. It's 30-40. Yeah, it is a very pacey game at the moment. Thanks, Lexi. Enjoy Stefanos. Hopefully we'll see you back again when that finishes. It's the first serve was into the net. It's the second serve. And it is good. There's a backhand return from Cornet. Down the line is good from Ostapenko. It's a lobbed up from Cornet. Oh, but the forehand goes into the net from Ostapenko, and Cornet does get the break, and it is 2-love. It's true. I mean, Cornet has the home crowd behind her, so hopefully it'll maybe get behind her rather than rattle her because she can. I mean, I was at Roland Garros actually earlier this week, and I saw Cornet play on Chatrier, and she really did seem to soak up the crowd actually. So hopefully. No, I have been searching for a Cornet button and I cannot find one. I will keep looking, but as far as I can see, there's no Cornet or Ostapenko buttons. So unfortunately, might be a few less buttons today. I know this probably isn't the match that everybody was expecting to see maybe on the night session on Chatrier, but of course, I mean, it's a French player, so they're going to spotlight their own players. And it is 30-love at the moment on the Cornet serve. My favorite female player, I'm a very big fan of Paula Badosa. And I saw her on Chatrier at Roland Garros earlier this week, and the power that she hits the ball with was just incredible. But also a huge Iga Swiatek fan. I think she's brilliant. And I'd love to see her go all the way and win Roland Garros, I think. My favorite players, maybe on the men's side. Again, I love my Spanish players. So Carlos Alcaraz, Rafael Nadal. I'm also a big fan of Stefanos Tsitsipas, Yannick Sinner, and Andrei Rublev as well. And of course, Andy Murray, being a Brit. I'm a huge Murray fan. So Cornet is off to a great start right now. She is 40-love up on her serve. Oh, but it is a looping forehand cross-court from Cornet that goes wide, and it is 40-15. Crowd now trying to give her some encouragement. Hopefully this will get her going. So Cornet's first serve at 40-15. And first serve is good. The return is good from Ostapenko. We've got a backhand from Cornet. And the response from Ostapenko is long. And Cornet does consolidate the break. So it is 3-0. Cornet. It's a great start from the French player. Do I play? I do play. I actually started off as a squash player. I was a junior squash player for Wales, which is where I'm from, and then got into tennis from there. But I haven't been on the court in a while, I have to admit, but I'm really keen to get back out there. So. My least favorite players. That's a question. Am I allowed to say who my least favorite players are on the show? Or am I supposed to be neutral? Look, being a Rafa fan, I know that doesn't automatically make me not a Djokovic fan, but I have to say I don't usually root for Djokovic if he is playing. Of course, I can appreciate how incredible a tennis player he is, but probably Djokovic on the men's side, and of course, not big fans of Alex Zverev and Nicolas Basilashvili as well, for kind of obvious reasons, which I think the ATP need to address. So yeah, there's that. So we've got now Ostapenko serving at down love 3. Oh, it's a great lob from Cornet. Ostapenko tries to dig it back, but it is out. And again, Cornet wins the first serve on wins the first point on the serve of Ostapenko. It is love 15. Kaz saying Dan Evans was booed off by the fans earlier. I didn't catch the end of that match. I know that Ema won, but yeah, I didn't realize he'd been booed off. I think a few players have been booed by the crowd this week. It's a strange crowd here in Paris. Oh, Ostapenko comes into the net, misses the overhead, and it's love 30. It's just not going Ostapenko's way right now. Alex says, being neutral gave nobody anything. Stick to your guns, Megan. Thank you, Alex. I will. So we've got Ostapenko serving down love 30. The first serve is a mile long. We have second serve. And Ostapenko, we're going back into back, and at the moment, it's a forehand. Tries to go inside out from Ostapenko, but again, it is out. And Cornet has got herself another break point. It is love 40. Thanks, Kaz, for clearing up. So we got a warning for unsporting behaviour and then match point down. He appeared to not try. Got into a bit of an argument with someone in the crowd. Yeah, Dan Evans, I suppose, again, if I'm giving my opinions, not one of my favourite players. I know I'm a Brit and I'm supposed to support them, but I'm a diehard Andy Murray fan. Oh, and Emma Raducanu as well, of course. So got Ostapenko, and the second serve misses by a mile, and it is the double break for Cornet. Well, this isn't going Ostapenko's way at all at the moment. It's Cornet again, serving 4-love up. See if Ostapenko can try and bring some of that power that we know that she had when she won this title a few years ago. We know that she can do it. Just depends which Ostapenko shows up. So the first serve is a let from Cornet. Hey, Gerald, welcome from Sierra Leone. Thank you very much. This is my second stream here. Hopefully I'll be doing some more, but please do press the like button and subscribe as well and help us grow the podcast. So we are forehand to forehand at the moment. It's a backhand cross court from Ostapenko, backhand from Alize Cornet. Inside out forehand from Ostapenko. We're going forehand to forehand now. And it is long from Cornet. And this time Ostapenko gets the first point on the Cornet serve. It is love 15. Yeah, that is true. You have got, Ben has quite got his opinions, and JG is quite neutral. So yeah, I suppose it is. I mean, I'm not opinionated when it comes to all players. I mean, there are a few players that I definitely like or dislike, but it's hard to find a lot of players that you don't dislike. You tend to root for a lot of them. But I do have my favorites. Okay, so the first serve is out from Cornet. We have a second serve. Oh, and it's a second serve ace. Ostapenko wants to look at the mark. She's got the umpire down. It was down the tee, but it could be wide. No, it's good. It's been ruled good by Mariana Valjevic. And it's a second serve ace. It's 15 all. Crowd are booing here, but the umpire's not going to change her mind. The ball was in. It is 15 all. Yeah, we've had a strange French Open so far. I mean, what was it? 4 or 5 of the top 10 women's players had gone out by round 1. We had Anjabeur going out on the very first match. I think it was on Chateau, which is a big shock. And yeah, again, Halep going out today as well. It's very strange, but I think we've seen that with the French Open at times. I mean, if you look at the French Open where Krejcikova won, Krejcikova wasn't really a name at the time. She was in doubles, but she came through and won that. And also Swiatek, I suppose the first time that she won it had sort of come out of nowhere as well. So I think we kind of see these sort of tournaments sometimes at the French Open. I think on clay it can happen that way. So we have a ball that has gone long from Cornet, and it is now 30 all. Here we go. The umpire just trying to quiet the crowd. Oh, it's a good serve from Cornet. Oh, but the return is brilliant from Ostapenko. She whacks it down the line. And Ostapenko actually has a break point of her own on the Cornet serve, which is unexpected. It's a brilliant return of serve there from Ostapenko. A little glimpse of what we know she can do, I suppose. First serve now from Cornet is out. It'll be a second serve, down break point. See if Ostapenko can capitalize on that. Second serve is good. Backhand return from Ostapenko. We're going forehand to forehand now, but the forehand is long from Ostapenko, and it is juice. Thank you. Yeah, it's great. I think I'm the first female that they've had on the GTL podcast and these live streams here. And it's great because, I'm a huge fan of the sport. I mean, I follow tennis day in, day out, every tournament on the ATP and WTA tour side. So I think it's great. I think people can underestimate, our knowledge and how much we actually love the sport as well. Sport isn't just a man's game. So I hope you can appreciate the new perspective that I'm bringing here, and hopefully you'll be watching some more streams. So it's advantage Cornet now. The first serve is long, so is the second serve. The score of the Halep match, I believe it was 3 sets. I think the first set went to Halep, and the second 2 sets went to Zheng. And I believe they were fairly straightforward, the final 2 sets. Halep took a medical timeout, and she seemed to be really struggling physically. I'm not entirely sure what the issue was there, but she really did fade towards the end of that match. But it's a huge win for the 19-year-old Chinese player. So we are 5-love up for Cornet. This is quite unexpected. I think we all thought this would be a pretty competitive match, but at the moment it's just errors and just a bit wild from Ostapenko. I think Cornet is just staying steady, playing her game, and using the crowd's energy, I think, to get her going. So we're closing in on 200 people watching this. If you can all give the page a like, we'll give this video a like and subscribe to us if you haven't already. Thanks, Ted. So the actual score was 6-1-1-6-3-6. Who am I cheering for in this match? It's a tricky question because I believe the winner of this match will be playing Iga Swiatek, who is one of my favorite players. So I don't know. I'd probably be cheering for Cornet just because, like I said, I did watch her live, and I really enjoyed her game. And I think being a French player at a home slam, I think I'm probably rooting for Cornet. Ostapenko can be a little bit, I don't know, what's the word, aggro, I suppose sometimes. But I think whoever wins, I will have to be cheering against them in the next match because it will be against Swiatek. So at the moment, this is just completely all going wrong for Ostapenko. And yeah, she has love 30 on her serve now. First serve is into the net, so she'll have a second serve as well. Yes, Gerald, thank you. Please whack the like button. Give it a good whack. So we've got a forehand cross court from Ostapenko. Cornet digs it out. It's a backhand cross court from Ostapenko. Backhand to backhand at the moment. But the backhand again is wild from Ostapenko. And suddenly we have found ourselves at love 40 and set point. This is, yeah, as Kyle says, a bagel party by the looks of it. I think the bakery is coming out. Yeah, this is unexpected. Definitely going the express route. I mean, it's less than half an hour on the clock. I mean, 22 minutes. And again, the ball is long from Ostapenko, and Cornet takes the first set. It is a broke. And a game to love. And with that, in 23 minutes, the first set has already gone in the bag for Alize Cornet. Just very error-strewn from Ostapenko, just swinging wildly, and it doesn't seem to be like she's thinking too much out there. She seems to just be whacking at the ball and hoping it lands in, which is, we have seen this from Ostapenko in the past. But hopefully the second set can be a bit more competitive. The Cornet button. I have been searching this for the Cornet button, and I cannot find one for Cornet, unfortunately. I don't think they have created one for Cornet or Ostapenko, unfortunately, which is just a shame because I do love a button. But yeah, no, unfortunately, I don't see one. I'll have to get on them about that. Oh, great. Thank you for the clarification there. So, okay, Swiatek will play either the winner of this match or Zheng, who defeated Halep today. Thank you for that. I knew they would meet somewhere. I knew there's a possible... I've heard Ostapenko, Swiatek is a possible matchup everybody was talking about. So, I mean, it doesn't look likely at this point, but let's see. So we've got a band in the stadium trying their best to get Alize. Well, not that she needs the encouragement, really. I mean, she's off to a flyer. 6-love. Bakery's open. Let's see what Ostapenko can do in the second set. Spencer, you don't see Ostapenko coming back. To be honest, if she doesn't change something drastically, no, there's no way back from that. And she needs to start playing a bit more tactfully, I think. Okay, so we've got the serve from Cornet. It's an aborted ball toss. We'll go again. It's a good first serve. It's a forehand return from Ostapenko. Forehand from Cornet. Oh, it's a great forehand cross court from Ostapenko, but Cornet gets it back. Oh, and it's a blinding backhand cross court from Ostapenko. That's more of what she needs. It is love 15. Carl says Cornet just applied for a job at Iga's baking company. That is so true. I mean, Iga is head chef or star baker at the moment, but yeah, Cornet is definitely, she's pulled in a bagel set, I believe, already this week as well. So there's 2 in the bag. Okay, so we've got a lob that goes long from Ostapenko, and it's 15 all. She's always, Alize Cornet, always in play. It's true. I mean, Alize Cornet is a staple of the Grand Slams. I think she holds the record for the most consecutive Grand Slams played on the women's side. She's up there for sure. I mean, she's been very consistent, if not getting to the very last stages of a slam. But her consistency in playing the slams is, yeah, she is always there. We go. Serve from Cornet at 30-15. Oh, and she wants the ball check. It's been called out, but the umpire has come down to take a look at it. And it is actually in. So an overall there from the line judge. And she will get a first serve. Notably the name of my tennis Twitter news updates. First Serve Tennis, if you'd like to give that a follow as well. I tweet for the Game to Love Tennis podcast. So there's very similar tweets there if you enjoy what I'm doing for Game to Love. And again, we have a huge cross-court forehand from Ostapenko. She seems to be hitting a bit more, I wouldn't say freer, because, I mean, she was before, but she was just missing a lot of balls. But at the moment, the risks that she's taken are paying off, and that was a very good shot. No way Cornet could get to that. Yeah, unfortunately, there is no Cornet button. I will have to get on Ben and JG about that, because we're in desperate need of a button in this match. There's no button for Ostapenko either, so I might have to start playing some other buttons instead. And we've got a shot dumped into the net from Ostapenko, and it is 40-30. It's game point to Cornet. So Ostapenko did look like she was putting a bit of pressure on the serve there, and we have a point for Cornet to take the game, and the crowd again are getting behind her. They're cheering, clapping. Here we go. So first serve. Oh, hi, JG. Yeah, I've been searching for the button, and I don't see one there. So yeah, sorry about that. I'd be playing it otherwise, I promise. I know you love the buttons. Oh, again, it's great length from Ostapenko, and again, we're suddenly at deuce on the Cornet serve. So this is probably the most pressure Cornet has faced on her serve so far. Okay, here we go. At deuce. Let's see if Ostapenko can do something to dig her way back into this match. First serve from Cornet. It's a good one. It's a great forehand return from Ostapenko. She's really finding the angles here and the depth, and it is an advantage to Ostapenko. No worries, JG. I felt bad then. I thought I missed it, but okay, yeah, it's not there. Sorry, I'll play some other buttons just to make up for it. Okay, so here we've got the serve from Cornet. First serve is into the net. We'll have a second serve, and it is a break point to Ostapenko. Here we go. So, and again, another aborted ball toss from Cornet. We've seen that a couple of times in the match so far. The serve is good. Again, it's a blinding forehand winner on the return of serve from Ostapenko, and suddenly Ostapenko gets a break. Where did that come from? I mean, after the bagel first set, I mean, Ostapenko seems to have pulled herself together, and yeah, she's the one who breaks first in the second set. And we could now have a match on our hands. Adam asks if I am good at tennis. I'm not too bad. Like I said, I was a very good junior squash player, and then I made the transition to tennis. So I'm not a bad player, but I'm not the best out there. I could do with brushing up my skills a little bit. I think I'm a bit rusty at the moment. Casey says, "Wow, I got distracted and missed the entire first set." Yeah, it went by in a blinder. It was about 23 minutes, 6-love. So I'm sure a lot of people missed it. So we got the second serve from Ostapenko was good. Cornet digs it out with the forehand. Backhand from Ostapenko. A forehand middle of the court from Cornet. And the response is into the net from Ostapenko. And Cornet gets the first point on the Ostapenko serve. It's always great to get the first point on your opponent's serve. It's a little win, I suppose, a little dig into their own service game. Play Mute for the French vibes. Okay, great. I'll have a look and see if I can find the Mute. There we go. Okay, let's play a Frenchy vibes button for Cornet.
Rockin' from the man from France. He gonna make you dance. He gonna take this set. Quarantine mood set. Rockin' from the man from France. He gonna make you dance. He gonna take this set. Quarantine mood set.
Okay, so we've got love 30 on the Ostapenko serve now. So Cornet is looking to get the break back straight away. Oh, but it's a great backhand from Ostapenko, and Cornet just can't get the ball up, so it is 15-30. Hi, Sam. Nice to see everybody here. I hope you are enjoying the stream. This is my second one here, so hopefully you'll be watching a lot more. Please remember to hit the like button if you're enjoying it, and to subscribe as well if you're new. So we have the first serve is good from Ostapenko, and the return is long from Cornet, so it is 30 all. Again, apologies to anybody. My Eurosport stream here is a little bit behind the live scoreboard, but I will do my best to bring everything to you as I can. Yeah, the Mute button is a great one, isn't it? It was a great win for him over Wawrinka the other day, but came up against Rafa Nadal, so there's nothing you can do there. So here we go. Ostapenko has now got a chance to consolidate the break. It is 40-30. Dean says she hit 16 errors in the first set, yet it was very, very error-strewn set from Ostapenko. So the first serve here is out. So we'll have a second serve. Backhand return is good from Cornet, but Ostapenko gets to it. It's a backhand from Ostapenko, backhand from Cornet. We're going backhand to backhand at the moment. Cornet hits a forehand. It's fairly short, but Ostapenko's response is long, and she gives a shake of the head like she can't quite believe it. And we are at deuce. So Cornet will be looking here to get the break back straight away. So yeah, hi everybody who are new, who are just joining us. Yeah, remember to hit the like button and to subscribe. My name is Megan. I'm from Wales, and I am a huge tennis fan. So hopefully you'll be enjoying these streams and my comments as well. I'm doing the Twitter for the Game to Love Tennis podcast as well throughout Roland Garros, and hopefully after that as well. So if you like those tweets there, please give us a follow. Here we are. We have Ostapenko serving at deuce. And it's a backhand return from Cornet. Going backhand to backhand down the middle of the court at the moment. Oh, and the ball from Ostapenko just clips the top of the net cord and creeps over. She puts her hands up in apology. And it is advantage to Ostapenko. So it is outrageous. I agree that squash is not in the Olympics. I have no idea why squash is not in the Olympics. I remember as a junior, we were campaigning to get squash. I think it was the 2012 Olympics we were trying to campaign for. And still not been in any since. So yeah, I have no idea why squash isn't an Olympic sport. So we are back at deuce now again. Crowd trying to get Cornet going, trying to encourage her to get the break back here after flying to the first set. It's a little bit more tricky now. So we have the first serve is an ace down the middle from Ostapenko. That's a great serve. Just found the line there. And it is advantage Ostapenko. It's probably the longest game we've had in the match so far. The first set flew by. About my age? No, I don't mind answering about my age at all. I am 28. Yeah, I'm currently doing my PhD in psychology, and I'll be finishing up very soon. So I will have a lot more free time to be commentating on some tennis matches and filling you all in with the latest news and updates in tennis. And again, Ostapenko is just shaking her head here because this game has been going on for ages. It is deuce once again. Yeah, we're well over 5 minutes in this game now. Here we go. So the first serve from Ostapenko is long. Tries to go down the middle, but it's long. Go. Second serve. She goes down the tee again. It's good this time. So we have a backhand from Ostapenko, backhand from Cornet, a forehand from Ostapenko, and the response is into the net from Cornet. And she's frustrated with herself. She's shouting at herself because she knows she should have made that. And it is advantage Ostapenko. Does that mean I'm young? I think I have a baby face. I'm not sure if I don't know. Maybe I do look 28 by now. But yeah. You need a doctor. Yeah, I will. Yeah, I can't believe I will be a doctor come August, September, hopefully. Fingers crossed. It's a shame I can't be a doctor of tennis though, really, but we do what we can. So Ostapenko has consolidated the break, and it is 2-love. This is completely against the order of play. I mean, after 6-love first set, Ostapenko's now will break up 2-love in the second. Yeah, hopefully this isn't going to be an implosion from Cornet. She can keep her head together and make this, competitive again. Okay, so Cornet is serving. So we're on forehand to forehand at the moment. There's a great forehand down the line from Ostapenko. And again, Ostapenko gets the first point on the Cornet serve. It is love 15. Well, we are staring again at possible another break of serve. I mean, getting the first point on the opponent's serve is always a great thing. So the first serve is into the net. We'll have a second serve from Cornet, serving at love 15. And it is a double fault. The serve goes into the net. And again, she is frustrated. She is yelling in French, hitting a racket. It is love 30. So here we go, love 30. Another half chance for Ostapenko to get a double break. First serve from Cornet. Oh, it was a good serve, but it was a let, and I think she's a bit frustrated with that. She will get the first serve again. Yeah, she is definitely upping the winners. I mean, 2 winners in the first set. She's hit far beyond that already in 2 games. So far less for unforced errors as well, which there were plenty of in that first set. And again, it's a great return of serve from Ostapenko, and Cornet is facing 3 more break points on her serve. We have a point here for 3-love lead for Ostapenko, and could this be going to another bagel set, but in the opposite way? That would be, a very Ostapenko match, I suppose. So here we have the first serve from Cornet, serving to stay in this game. We are going backhand to backhand at the moment. There's a backhand down the line from Cornet. Ostapenko hits the cross-court forehand into the net, and it is 15-40. Crowd again trying to get Cornet back into this set. It's a very strange turnaround here. But then it's Jelena Ostapenko. And we have a shank from Cornet. And it is a second break to Jelena Ostapenko. Well, could this be another bagel set? This is very, very strange. Ostapenko, again, we know what she's like. She can hit unforced errors everywhere and then somehow turn them into winners again. So it looks like she's bringing it back. Cornet hasn't really changed much of her game. It's just Ostapenko is kind of finding the lines more now. So yeah, let's see how the second set can go. It looks likely that we're going to be going to a third. I mean, Ostapenko is now up a double break in this second set, but let's see how it goes. Yeah, Kaz, it's raining bagels, definitely. And it's not even Igor Swiatek playing, so let's see how we go. This Penko was just resting for the first set, and now it's Cornet's time to get the rest. Yeah, maybe they're tired. Maybe they just we'll just play it out in the third and final set. Ern says that Penko's dress is garnering lots of attention. She is wearing the pink and black dress today. Yeah, I have to admit, it took me aback when I first saw it when she was playing in it the other day. It is unlike any other tennis outfit I have seen, but yeah, she is indeed wearing the pink. It's a sort of a pink skirt, and I suppose it's quite like a frilly black check top. It's interesting to say the least. Yeah. So here we go. We've got Ostapenko serving at 3-love, and it's a great rally, but it ends up with Ostapenko hitting the well, I don't know if you could say it was an unforced error, but the error nevertheless, and she hits the ball wide, and it is love 15 to Cornet on the Ostapenko serve. Maybe it takes time to break in Penko's dress. It may well could be, to be honest. I would not be surprised. Yeah, Penko's in goddess mode now. It's she goes on these streaks, and it's hard to stop her one way or the other, whether it's a good or a bad one. So we've got the lob up from Cornet, but Ostapenko takes it out of the air, hits the smash, and it is good, and we are 15-all. Yeah, she seems to be finding a touch now. Definitely. Someone send a seesaw to the court. Yeah, I mean, they've already... Pretty much one is already there, I would say. So we have the serve down the tee is good from Ostapenko. We're now going backhand to backhand cross court. It's backhand down the line from Ostapenko with great length on it. And Alize Cornet can just about get a racket to it, but the ball goes nowhere. And it is 30-15. Yeah, I'm not sure who Ostapenko's clothing sponsor is at the moment, but it could possibly be her own clothing line. I might look into that actually when we finish this match. One thing I sort of hate about tennis outfits is when you've got two players playing in the exact same outfit. I think tennis shoots itself in the foot there. I think that's so. At least, we can easily spot Ostapenko in that outfit. I won't confuse her for the other. So we've got an update here on the Collard and Tsitsipas match. So apparently Collard has wasted 4 set points. I'm not sure how that is going. I know that Tsitsipas took the first 2 sets and Collard took the third on a tiebreak. I believe they're in a 4th set tiebreak at the moment. So we are now at 40-30 to Ostapenko, and we've got another point to consolidate that second break. So the first serve is down the tee, and it's good length on it, and Cornet can't get the ball back in play, and it is a consolidation of the double break. think we are back at the bakery, but it's Ostapenko Bakery this time. It's amazing turnaround from the Latvian. She's swinging the racket, bouncing up and down, getting herself going. She seems to be more engaged in this at the moment. So you have Cornet serving down love 4. And the serve is good. We are going back into backhand at the moment. And Ostapenko shanks a back, well, it's shank, but she hits the back into the bottom of the net. And it is 15 love to Cornet. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what vamos is in Latvian. Might have to look that up. But, I can say it in a few languages, but vamos is my go-to. I speak Spanish as well, so I think I'll stick with vamos. So we are 30 love at the moment to Cornet. And the serve is a good serve. It's out, swinging serve out wide, and Ostapenko can't get the ball over the net, and it is 40 love to Cornet. So Cornet is a point away here from avoiding the bagel. Again, apologies if you are just joining us. My Eurosport stream is a little bit behind the live scoreboard, but I'll do my best to bring everything to you as best as I can. And it's an ace down the middle, down the tee from Cornet, and she does avoid the bagel. A breadstick could still be on. The bakery might still be open, but she does get a game on the board in the second set, and it is now 4-1 to Ostapenko as they sit down for the change of ends. So it does look increasingly like this will be going to a third set, but again, I mean, there's still only 47 minutes played on the clock. We could have 2 sets here done and dusted in under an hour. So not a long one. It says, can I play the new Djokovic button? I will certainly do that for you. I will look for it now. Here's the Djokovic button for you.
DJ, Joker, DJ, Joker, no le, no le, no le, no le, Joker, no le, no le, no le, no le, the Joker.
I haven't actually seen that new Djokovic button either, and that is going to be stuck in my head for the rest of the night. That happened with the On Jabeur button. I've been singing the On Jabeur song for about the past 2 weeks now, so thanks, JG and Ben, for those. They're catchy as anything. So we've got Ostapenko now serving at 4-1, and the second serve is down the tee, and the response is just about in from Ostapenko. She takes Cornet ball out of the air, hits the forehand cross court, and it is 15 love. Oh, and Steph looks like he has taken it in 4 sets. I will double check the scores for you there now, but he seems to have taken it in the 4th set tiebreak. We had 6-3, 7-6, 6-7, 7-6. So 3 tiebreak sets there. I mean, the Kolar has really pushed Tsitsipas in the 4th seed there, but he is through to the 3rd round. Okay, so we have the return of serve goes long from Cornet, and it is 30 love to Ostapenko. How long did it take me to learn Spanish? Quite a long time, to be honest. I mean, I grew up bilingual, so I think that helps. So I speak Welsh as well. I'm from Wales, and so I think that helped me learn it a bit quicker. But I've been learning it for the past 10 years, I would say now. And I think I'm got to fluency maybe a couple of years ago. So it did take me a long time, but go for it, because Duolingo is great. Let's see, does Benoit Paire have a button? I will have a look and see if there is a Benoit Paire button. Benoit Paire should have a button. Or even his beard should just have a button, to be honest. I don't think there is a Paire button. I'll have to get them to get one of those as well. And it's a quick game from Ostapenko, and it is 5-1. Cornet will now serve to avoid the breadstick. I speak two languages, English and Cockney. Yeah, Cockney is a language in itself, really. I'll give you that, definitely. So we've got the crowd here now trying to get Cornet going. Somehow this set has completely gone against her. There's nothing wrong with Ben Mopé. I think he's great. Yeah, he's fun to watch. I mean, not when he's tanking a match, but when he's actually trying, I think he's great fun. Wow, it's it's a great shot from Ostapenko, and it is love 15. Serve wasn't bad from Cornet, but it's just Ostapenko's blasted a backhand across court, and yeah, again, she's got the first point on the serve of Cornet. But the return of serve on that one goes wide from Ostapenko, and it is 15-all. Oh, see, Beth has been to Wales. Great collection of Welsh souvenirs. Oh, that's great. Yeah, I love my little Welsh flag. I know I'm biased, but I do believe that we have the best flag in the world. And if you don't know what the Welsh flag is, it is a red dragon, and it is brilliant. Where are you all from? Let me know in the chat. It's nice to know where everybody's from. So here we go. Cornet has got 30-15 on the serve now. The first serve out wide is good, and Ostapenko gets it back. We are going. Oh, and it's a mishit from Ostapenko, just clears the net, and Cornet gets to it. But the response then from Ostapenko, she manages to pass her cross court. She puts a hand up in apology, but it is 30-all. She will take that. And 2 points again away from breadstick in this second set. Andrew thinks it'll probably be a Djokovic-Swiatek double. Could well be. I mean, it's hard to see anybody beating Swiatek in the form that she's in at the moment. But I think Djokovic may have a tougher time, especially with his half the draw with Nadal and Alcaraz in it. Yeah, I think he could well defend his title, definitely. But I think it'll be maybe a more difficult path for him to get to the final at this point. It's a great winner from Cornet. She puts her hand up and as if asking the French crowd to cheer for her, and they do. And she has got 40-30. She hits a beautiful backhand dig, and it gets down the line and hits right into the corner of the court. Ostapenko just looks like there's nothing I can do about that. Kathy, oh dear Lord, that dress is atrocious. Yeah, it is not the best. I mean, I've seen better tennis dresses. Oh, and my Eurosport player seems to have just crashed at the moment. So I apologize to everybody. I'm going to just try to refresh this because I obviously need to bring you a stream as live as possible as I can. So give me 2 seconds to try and get this player back up and running. Okay, it looks like the Eurosport player has crashed, so I will try to find another link for you very, very soon. But we have just confirmation there on the scoreboard that Ostapenko has taken that set 6-1 and has served up the breadstick. So it is baked products galore in this match, but one from each side of the net, surprisingly. A bagel from Cornet and then a breadstick from Ostapenko. So again, I'm just going to try and get this stream back up and running for you guys. I'm very sorry about this. Here we go. So yeah, again, the stream is a little bit behind on the Eurosport stream. So we have, at the moment, it's showing Cornet serving with advantage to Ostapenko. I apologize for the slight lag, but I will do my best to bring it up to you. So I've just seen that Ostapenko was let out a huge roar and taking that second set, and she seems to be walking with a lot more confidence. Got some Carlitos fans in. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Alcaraz. I mean, I know everybody's saying, to try not to hype him up too much, but I think the kid's proven that, he's lived up to the hype. He's beaten Nadal and Djokovic back to back on clay for the first time ever. And I really do think, he came through that 5-set grueling match against Albert Ramos Vignolas the other day. And I think it's kind of a rite of passage in a Grand Slam, really, to play a 5-setter against a veteran player like that. And he's shown that he can come through that, so he can stand at best of 5. And yeah, let's see how he goes. I would love to see him make the final. Alcaraz won't beat Korda. His playing style is too solid. Well, again, yeah, Korda did beat him earlier this year. I think it was at Monte Carlo where he got the win. So yeah, Korda knows he can beat him on clay. So it could be a tough match for him. Definitely. Yeah, here we go. So it was very windy conditions. So again, Alcaraz, he may not sort of have been used to a lot of changes in conditions, especially going from Monte Carlo. And then, well, I say that going to Madrid, where it's altitude, he then goes and wins the thing. So yeah, I think he can do it. He will want revenge, and he's got the skill to pull it off. Scott, who will win? So yeah, I think it's time for you to get in your predictions now. We've got a set apiece, a bagel and a breadstick. So how is this third set going to pan out? Yes, he did actually. Yeah, I remember that match very well. Now that you mention it, yeah, Alcaraz played Tsitsipas at the US Open and won in 5 sets. That was an incredible match, actually. I think that's when a lot of people first started taking notice of him. Yeah, again, so we know that he can do it. And, he could, if he were to get all the way to the final, it is quite possible that Tsitsipas would be the one to come through on the other half of the draw. So let's see. I've seen saying Rublev played well today. He did, yeah. He dropped 1 set against Federico Del Bonis, but he took it in 4. Playing much better. He had a bit of a shaky start to the tournament, I think, but he is looking much better. So we've got Ostapenko serving now. The first point on the serve goes to Cornet, and Cornet gets the second point on the serve as well. It is love 30 to Cornet. It's a great backhand winner down the line, and she screams. The crowd are loving it as well. Okay, so we've got some predictions in. So 6-4 to Cornet. Got a 6-3 to Cornet in the third set. Ostapenko 6-2. Yeah, it's quite a mixed bag here. A lot of you thinking Cornet, a lot of you Penko. We've got Penko 6-3, maybe 6-4 Cornet, Penko 6-2. I mean, the way this match is going, it literally could have any outcome. But here, yeah, so we have 15-40 on the Ostapenko serve. So again, the first game of the set is going to a break point again. So let's see if Cornet can take the break point to the first serve from Ostapenko. Misses, she goes down the tee, but it's wide. So we go for the second set. And the backhand return from Cornet. This Ostapenko attempts to go for the forehand down the line, but she hits it into the net, and Cornet gets a break of serve. Well, so far, the first game of every set has been a break of serve. So, and we've seen how those sets panned out. So, again, Cornet got the first break in the first set and ended up bageling Ostapenko in the second and served up a breadstick. So, if history is to repeat itself, then possibly Cornet could be walking away with this set. But then we have seen Ostapenko swinging a bit more freely and finding the lines better. So, let's see how it goes. Just as Sinner and Steph, but Sinner won his match earlier. I think, or is he still? He might still be playing. Actually, I'm not sure. I will check that score actually for you now. he was playing Carvalles Baena. Yes, he did. He won in 4 sets. Yannick Sinner and Stefanos Tsitsipas again. Yeah, won in 4 sets as well. And it is 15-love for Cornet on her serve. And yeah, she's talking to herself, trying to get it back up. And the crowd are liking it too. Yeah, we've got about 50-50 fans of Penko and Cornet, I think, here. They did change the rules for the tiebreak. So now all of the Grand Slams have adopted the same deciding set tiebreak. So instead of playing... So to beat the other person by 2 games or a regular 7-point tiebreak, a deciding set tiebreak will now be played to 10. So you have 30-love on the Cornet serve. She's up a break. Smith says Ostapenko beats Swiatek twice in the last 6 months. That is true. Ostapenko, I do believe, is the last player to have beaten Swiatek. So I guess if anybody is going to do it, we know that Ostapenko can. Princess Classic Penko makes me wonder why I support it. It is true. Like with Ostapenko, you can be cheering for her. She can be pulling off these amazing shots, and then you think she can pull out a set like she did in this first one against Cornet. You think, why? Why would I cheer? But when she's on, she wins the French Open, as we've seen. So let's see. Oh, it's a great winner from Ostapenko, and she puts a fist up and gives a glare down to the side of the net of Cornet. It is 30 all. And go the crowd again, trying to get Cornet back into this match. She is up a break. We are 30 all. And the first serve is into the net from Cornet. Will be a second serve. Here we go, the second serve from Cornet. And it's another aborted ball toss from Cornet. We've seen a few of those. But it's a good serve. It's a back and return from Ostapenko. We've got a forehand from Cornet. Forehand, and the forehand finds a great width from Ostapenko, and she has herself a break point. It is 30-40. Again, hard to see where this match is going to be going. Steph's luck will run out if he keeps this going. Again, he has looked sort of close to losing a few times already in sort of matches that he definitely should be winning. And he's 2-0 down on Musetti. And again, today he was pushed by Collard. So, yeah, I think Steph's really going to have to up his game if he is going to make it to that final. So we've got a backhand-to-backhand rally at the moment down the middle of the court between the two players. But the backhand this time is long from Ostapenko, and it is it is at deuce. Cornet saves the break point. And Ostapenko just puts her hands on her hips and looks down the side of the court thinking, what was that? Here we go. So we've got the first serve from Cornet. It's a good serve. Forehand cross-court return from Ostapenko was good, though. And we have a backhand. Cornet digs the backhand out, but Ostapenko was on it and hits the forehand. Cornet digs it out again. We're back to the corner of the forehand of Ostapenko. Cornet digs it out, but Ostapenko takes it out of the air in what should have been a put away, but she hits it wide, and it is advantage to Cornet. And again, Ostapenko can't believe that ball has gotten wide. And as we've got some opinions on the greatest of all time. We have Marcus saying Steffi Graf. We have Monica Seles. Who you guys think is the greatest player of all time? Both on the men's and the women's. Be interested to see what you all think. Here we go. So we've got the second serve from Cornet. It's good. It's a backhand return from Ostapenko. Backhand from Cornet is dug out. Got a forehand again down to that corner of Cornet. And it's a great length again from Ostapenko. And Cornet can't get the ball back. And we are back at deuce. Sharapova and Djokovic. Interesting choices. Joe Rafa, of course. Yeah, I would have to agree. Yeah, Lexi versus Rafa as well. I would have to agree on that. On the men's side, Rafa. Navratilova in the prime. Yeah, that is true. She has to be considered one of the greatest as well. Of course, Serena. All you need to say is Serena, really, and I'm hoping we'll see Serena at Wimbledon. She did sort of tease it earlier in the year, but with the whole ranking points and things being taken from Wimbledon, and it's going to be an interesting watch, this slam this year. So we have a break point to Ostapenko, and the first serve is long from Cornet, so she will get a second serve to look at. So the second serve here from Cornet. And it's good. It's a 400 return from Ostapenko. It's a good return, but Cornet gets it back. And again, Ostapenko matches the ball wide. I mean, she's swinging freely, but I mean, in the first set, those balls were just going long and wide and not finding the lines. In the second set, those shots were finding the lines. So she needs to try and find a balance here. And again, that shot missed by a mile. So we are at deuce once again on the Cornet serve. Cornet up a break. So you have the first serve is into the net. So we have a second serve. Hi, Ems. Nice to see everybody here. Again, if you're new, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button as well. Helps the podcast to grow. And don't forget to follow us on Twitter. I am currently tweeting for the GTL podcast on Roland Garros, and hopefully after that as well. So if you'd like, give us a follow. Thanks very much, Lexi. We'll see you soon, I'm sure. Here we go. So we are again at break point to Ostapenko, and Cornet misses the first serve. So she's got a second serve to look at as well. Serve is good though. Backhand return from Ostapenko. Backhand from Cornet. There's a backhand down the line from Ostapenko. Cornet digs it out. Ostapenko comes to the net, hits the backhand. Cornet gets the lob, and Ostapenko takes the backhand volley out of the air and misses it wide. And again, she can't believe it. And it's back at deuce once again. Again, it's one of these long games. We didn't see any of these games in the first set. We had one of them in the second set before Ostapenko ran away with it. And now we're here. We have a Cornet trying to consolidate that break that she got in the first game of this third and deciding set. You got the first serve of Cornet. It's good. It's a forehand return from Ostapenko. Forehand from Cornet. Backhand from Ostapenko. We are backhand to backhand cross court at the moment. But the backhand from Cornet is into the net, and she is frustrated with herself again. She is shouting at, I don't know if it's a player's box that she's shouting at or if it's just herself, but she is frustrated. And we have advantage once again to Ostapenko. It's a break point to get that break right back. Absolutely, the match is all about Penko's attack versus Cornet's defense. It is, again, with Ostapenko, her game style is really attack, and hope, it either finds the lines or it'll miss wildly. And Cornet is quite a defensive player, I think, as well. So that's a great summary about the sort of the attacks that I think that are going on here. But again, Cornet can't seem to close out this game, and Ostapenko can't quite get that break either. So we're back at deuce once again. Again, this match it's quite pacey. I mean, we're just a little over an hour and 9 minutes, and we're already in the third set. So, and the first serve here from Cornet goes into the net. We'll have a second serve. And the second serve from Cornet. It's a good serve. It's a forehand return cross court from Ostapenko. We have a backhand to backhand. It's a great backhand from Cornet, but Ostapenko gets there. Cornet again with the backhand cross court. And this time the response from Ostapenko is wide. And Cornet has the advantage once more on her serve to try and consolidate that break that she got. he just gives a that's a great comparison. Cornet's Bautista Agut and Ostapenko's like Tsitsipas. Yeah, I suppose Bautista Agut is one of those reliable players. He's like playing a wall. He'll always get the ball back, and you feel like they do have quite a similar game style. And yeah, Ostapenko Tsitsipas. I'd also maybe make the Shapovalov comparison as well, I think. And we have got the consolidation of the break from Alize Cornet. It is 2 games to love. So after a lengthy service game from Cornet, she does get the hold and consolidates the break. We are at 2 love, and Ostapenko is now serving. And first serve misses, both long and wide, so we'll have a second serve. And the second serve is good. Cornet tries to do a great backhand down the line on the return, but hits the net. And again, she is just talking to herself. She's frustrated. She can't believe she's missed that. It is 15 love to Ostapenko. So the French players have really stepped up this week. They have, actually. I mean, we had Gilles Simon winning earlier against Steve Johnson of the US, won in straight sets there. Hugo Gaston as well, winning his match. We had, I believe her name is Jean, who beat Karolina Pliskova earlier, 6-2, 6-2, which was a huge upset. The French players really have been doing well this week, and luckily I was at Roland Garros earlier this week, and I happened to be on Châtelet for the Tsonga Ruud match, and that was incredible. It's probably one of the highlights of my watching tennis live. Getting to see Tsonga on his retirement day. He played such a good match, and it was such a shame that in that final set you could see his injury. He niggled something in his injury and he could barely serve at the end, and it was such a sad way for him to go out, but he really did push Casper Ruud to the edge. So yeah, these French players have stepped it up at this French Open. I completely agree with that. So the errors coming back into the Ostapenko game, and suddenly it's half a chance for Cornet. It's 15-30. The first serve is wide from Ostapenko. She's gone down the tee, but it's wide, so we'll have a second serve. Half chance here for Cornet on the Ostapenko serve. Second serve is good. It's a backhand return cross court from Cornet. Backhand from Ostapenko. We have a backhand down the line from Cornet. And a forehand from Ostapenko. Oh, but the forehand angle cross court from Ostapenko is a very good one. Cornet can't get the racket on it, and it is 30 all. Yeah, Simon is having the time of his life, I think. I mean, he's announced that he will be retiring after this season, so I think he's just playing freely and trying to enjoy it, I think, especially at a home slam. So yeah, it's great to see Simon doing well. Oh, again, it's another wild forehand from Ostapenko, and she just looks down the court as if, did I really just miss that? And it is another break point for Cornet. It is 30-40. Diane Parry. Yes, I didn't actually get to see any of Diane Parry's matches, but backhand is breathtaking. Yeah, backhand, to be honest, is my favorite shot. Because I was a squash player, I'm a big fan of the single-handed backhand. So I am a sucker for a good backhand, and that is a terrible double fault from Ostapenko. I don't know what happened. I don't even know if that was maybe a shank. I'm going to get the shank button now, I think, because that got nowhere near the net. I think it was a complete mishit. And we have another break of serve. Yep, so we've got a double break for Cornet. So again, this third set seems to be going the same way as the first set. This is a really sort of seesawing match. Yeah, I do agree. A one-handed backhand looks very elegant. Yeah, I will definitely have to check out her matches more because yeah, I'm a sucker for one-handed backhand. I think they're great. I actually tried hitting a two-handed backhand playing tennis, and it did not go well. So yeah, I'm gonna stick to my one-handed. Yeah, Jelena Ostapenko's serving. She is not serving well, and again, that double fault in the last game just proved. Yeah, it was a terrible double fault, and she needs to get more first serves in play, absolutely, and she needs to get these wild shots like she was in that second set, actually finding the lines. It's great that she was taking a risk on them, but in the first set, none of them were paying off. Ostapenko was out, and so is my £1. Yeah, it's always tricky one to bet on Ostapenko, isn't it? You never know which way it's going to go. ¿Dónde está Nadal? Well, Nadal was playing yesterday, so he won't be playing today. Yeah, he was on the night session in Chartres yesterday, so I think it's great to see that they've put a women's match on the night session in Chartres, even if it probably wasn't the women's match we would expect. I think we all thought Swiatek could probably get that, but Cornet, French player, and she's playing extremely well at the moment. I mean, that second set aside, her defensive game is holding up to Ostapenko's at the moment. So here we go. It's love 15th at the moment for Cornet. So there's a forehand down the line from Cornet. We're going, and there's a backhand from Cornet that just into the net. Doesn't get anywhere near the top of the net, and it is love 30, so it's a half chance here for Ostapenko on the Cornet serve. She doesn't have the luxury of the double break. She's 3 love up, but I don't think she'll want to concede her serve here. She knows what Ostapenko's capable of after that second set. It's an ace from Cornet. It's a very good serve, and it is 15-30. Yeah, unfortunately, the single-handed backhand is mostly seen in the men's game, to be honest. I believe... Oh, I can't remember the name of the player. There was one player, she was ranked somewhere in the top 100. I remember seeing her with the one-handed backhand. But yeah, there are very few women that play with it. So yeah, I would definitely like to see Diane Parry's one-handed backhand. Yeah, Kaz is the Penko's in real hole now. Bakery is reopening. Yeah, again, I mean, well, she's got a chance here in this fourth game of match. She is at 15-40 on the Cornet serve, but she will try to avoid that bagel. So it's a good serve, and the return of serve is wide from Ostapenko, so we are at 30-40. Still a break point to Ostapenko to try and get a game on the board in this last set. Do I think the nighttime matches should be split 50-50 between men and women? Honestly, yes, I do. I think that everything in tennis should be equal between the men and the women. Again, the whole best of 5, best of 3 sets is sort of an argument that you don't really want to get into, but I think that if you saw recently at the Rome Open, the difference in prize money between the men and the women was less than half, and they were playing the exact same tournament, the exact same number of sets. And yeah, I think tennis, again, it is one of those sports that is probably one of the best sports out there in terms of equal coverage for men and women, and but I think there's still a long way to go. So Ostapenko has gotten that break. She does avoid the bagel, and she will now serve to try and avoid the breadstick. So she is serving at 1-3 at the moment. And there's a lob from Cornet that Ostapenko takes out of the air, and again, Cornet gets it back with a lob. Ostapenko takes that out of the air. Cornet gets it back. So Ostapenko with the drop shot, and Cornet just about can't get there. And Ostapenko sticks a fist up into the air, says, "Take that." And it is 15 love. And that was a lovely little drop shot from Ostapenko. Nothing Cornet could do about that. But the first serve here goes long. So we are at a second serve, and it is 15 love to Ostapenko at the moment. Second serve is good. It's a backhand cross-court return from a Cornet, and we are forehand to forehand. There's a forehand down the line from Ostapenko. Cornet tries to dig it out with the backhand, but it hits the net, and it is 30-love to Ostapenko. So she is looking like she's going to try to avoid the breadstick in this third and final set. Oh, and I'm just going to block some of these here. Apologies for some of these lovely things coming up in the chat. Of course. Victoria Golubic. I completely forgot about that. She does have a lovely one-handed backhand. She's I believe she's out of the tournament now, but yes, she does. Swiss player. It's great one-handed backhands. Anne Jones, a bit before my time, but yeah, Anne Jones is a great player. Yeah, I'd love to. I've watched a few things on YouTube of Anne Jones, and yeah, it's a beautiful one. So we've got Ostapenko serving at 30-15. And we are backhand to backhand at the moment, cross court. But the backhand from Ostapenko hits the top of the net and it goes out. So it is 30 all. And Cornet again trying to dig her way. Another break point on the Ostapenko serve. There's really kind of no way of telling which way this match is going to go. I know that Cornet is up a break, but Ostapenko she was up a double break. Ostapenko got one back. So we'll see how this is going to go. We've got the first serve from Ostapenko is out. And the backhand return from Cornet on the second serve is good. Ostapenko gets a good length on it though, and Cornet just can't get the ball back. Again, she's frustrated, signaling towards a coach, I think. And it is 40-30. So Ostapenko does have a point to avoid the breadstick. Again, apologies if you are just joining us. I'm watching on the Eurosport player, and I believe it is a little bit behind the live scoreboard, but I'm trying to do my best to get you as up to date as I can for you. And is a huge roar from Ostapenko as she hits a great cross-court winner to secure the game, avoids the breadstick. It is 3-2. Cornet is still up a break, but Ostapenko avoids the double there. And it's still a very pacey match, less than an hour and a half on the clock. And we're in the final set already. Things with strings here is Fernanda Contreras Gomez. Yes, she was the Mexican Grand Slam first timer. Yes, I believe she qualified and then won her first round match as well. I didn't get to see her match, so I did not realize she had a one-handed backhand. So beautiful. It's great to see stories like that. I saw the scenes of her winning her final qualifying match to get into the main draw, and it was really, really beautiful. You realize kind of how much these wins mean to the lower ranked players. Maybe wonder what that will do when you think about Wimbledon and the rankings points being taken away. So we now have Cornet up a break at 3-2. And she will serve now to try to stay that little bit ahead of Ostapenko in this final and deciding set. So you've got a band in the crowd playing, and I believe they were there earlier when I was there in the week as well, and they were brilliant. They had really got the crowd going. So let's see if they can get Cornet going now in this final set. So Cornet is serving, and we have a return. It's up in the air, sort of lob from Ostapenko, but she manages to get a return just over the net, and Cornet is there. She tries to volley it, but she can't get a racket to it. And it is love 15. So Ostapenko does get the first point on the Cornet serve. Yeah. I think Ostapenko's thing is inconsistency, really. You know, when she can put it together for a week, for 2 weeks, she can win the French Open, but it is whether she can put things together in a consistent manner. And I think it's, on the whole, she hasn't really done much outside of that. So we'll see if she can try and put it together. I mean, we can see in this match already, bageled in the first set, and then she serves up a breadstick in the second. So the inconsistency is definitely a characteristic trait of the Ostapenko game, as opposed to Cornet, who is your steady defensive back wall kind of player. So we're at 15 all. The first serve there is out, so we have a second serve. Yeah, Penko versus Iga would be a great match. Yeah, again, like I mentioned before, Ostapenko was the last player to have beaten Iga Swiatek before she went on this winning run of 30 matches in a row. So, yeah, definitely be a very interesting matchup. So, Cornet hits the winner backhand, and she does get the point. It is 30-15. She'll try to hold a serve now here to avoid Ostapenko getting both of those breaks back. She already got one back, but we'll see if Cornet can hold on to the serve here. First serve, though, is long, so she will get a second serve. And Gigi says the Cornet button may be coming soon. That would be great. I can play another maybe a Mute button again, just for the French vibes. I think I might play another one if she does hold serve here. So you've got a backhand lob from Cornet. Ostapenko takes it out of the air, and Cornet can't get her racket to it, and it is 30 all. Again, Ostapenko is going to try to get one of these. Well, get the second break back. Yeah, it was a nice little lob from Cornet, but it didn't really get the length. Ostapenko easily took it out of the air there. So we are Cornet serving at 30 all. And it's a good first serve, and the backhand return from Ostapenko goes into the net, and we have an alley from Cornet. It is 40-30. Game point to Cornet. Yeah, the Wimbledon debate, I think it's a lose-lose situation, to be honest. I mean, I think, personally, I feel the banning of the blanket ban of Russian and Belarusian players is possibly a little harsh, because, I mean, those players don't speak for their country. It's not their fault, and if they were to speak out against it, could put their families in danger. And I think, banning people based on their nationality is harsh. But again, I mean, you see that Russia using tennis players for their propaganda. So I think it was a lose-lose situation in the decision of Wimbledon. And I think the response, again, from the ATP and the WTA to remove the ranking points, again, I mean, Ukrainian players are really not happy about it, obviously, because it looks like they're supporting Russia and Belarus. But again, it is a bit of a joke. I mean, we had Naomi Osaka throwing the exhibition word around. And yeah, it's hard to know. I mean, Wimbledon, it's stature as a tournament. Without the ranking points, it's still Wimbledon. It's still a Grand Slam. And I think calling it an exhibition is a bit harsh. But to be honest, it is a lose-lose situation in that. I know it's a bit of a heated debate, and there's no sort of right or wrong way to go. But yeah, I think the whole thing could have been handled a lot better. So we have Ostapenko now serving down a break. She's at 2-4, 15 love. Takes an overhead out of the air. This one is in. She was missing a lot of those overheads in the second set, but that one is good. Cornet just stands there with her hands on her hips. And yeah, I think she's a bit befuddled by the sort of the up and downness of this Ostapenko game right now. She just needs to hold steady with her defense and maybe hope that Ostapenko starts making those mistakes again. So the first serve now from Ostapenko at 30 love is out, so she will get a second serve. Second serve is good. It's a backhand return from Cornet, forehand from Ostapenko. And response is long from Cornet, and it is 40 love. It is a point for Ostapenko to hold. Penko might be bagel, but she will not be quiet. And that is true. Penko does love the drama of it all. She will not go down quietly. The backhand from Penko goes into the net, so it is 40-15. Avoids the game to love, does Cornet. The crowd again trying to amp up Alize Cornet, chanting and clapping for her. So Penko serving at 40-15. First serve is long though, so she'll get a second serve. And it's another double fault from Ostapenko. It's a pretty bad double fault again. I mean, it was nowhere near clearing the net. And suddenly from 40-love, it is 40-30. It's a little bit more complicated for Ostapenko in this game now. So the first serve is good from Ostapenko, and we are now backhand to backhand. There's a forehand from Ostapenko. Alize Cornet gets the ball lobbed up, and Ostapenko tries to get it on the top of the bounce, but she again hits it nowhere near the top of the net. It's right to the bottom, and Cornet suddenly finds herself at deuce after 40-love. So it's a little bit more complicated for Ostapenko again in this game. Okay, so it's 41 on forced errors to Cornet's 4. Again, that is just the story of the match and a story of these two players, really, isn't it? Oh, and a ball from Cornet just about doesn't get over the net, and she puts her head in her hands. She's getting frustrated now, and it is advantage to Ostapenko. So we've got Ostapenko serving here now. First serve is good. It's a backhand return from Cornet. Forehand cross court from Ostapenko. Cornet tries to dig it out, but it hits into the net, and Ostapenko gets the game. She gives a little gesture to slightly a disbelieving gesture, Ostapenko, but she has won that game, and Cornet is slightly doubled over a little, hoping that well, she had her thigh taped up earlier in the week. I can't quite see if she has it. I don't think she has it now, but hopefully that wasn't an injury. I think it was more just fatigue from that point. But it does. Ostapenko does hold, and Cornet is still up a break 4-3, but there won't be any baked goods in this third and final set like the first two. So if I take a look around the ground, so all of the other matches have actually finished taking place. So earlier, so this is our night session on Chatrier. We had at the beginning of the day, we had Daniil Medvedev coming through against Laszlo Djere in straight sets. Then we had Gilles Simon of France, of course, coming through against Steve Johnson again in 3 sets. And let me check. Who else was on? I can't remember. Of course, Madison Keys and Caroline Garcia. Yes, there was lots of French players on Chatrier today. Madison Keys coming through that in straight sets as well. So all being straight sets on Chatrier, except for this one today. So we've got now here Cornet serving at 4-3. She is up a break. But Ostapenko has dug one of those breaks out. She was up 2 breaks, so let's see if Ostapenko can get another one back. The first serve is into the net from Cornet, so it will be a second serve. Oh, Ostapenko goes for the clean winner down the line, but it doesn't clear the net. And Cornet is grimacing here. I'm hoping that isn't an injury. But she is still up a break in this final set, and 15-love. How often do I play tennis? I used to play it very often. I played competitively as a junior, but now I just play recreationally, and I didn't get on the court a lot during the whole COVID pandemic. So I'm getting back out there now, and I'm hoping to start playing a lot more often. Again, I mentioned before I was a squash player as well, so I used to play that more, but now I'm more towards tennis. So yeah, fingers crossed I'm going to get my racket back out and back on the court again very soon. So we are at 15 all, Cornet serving. And it's a good first serve. It's a forehand return from Ostapenko, backhand from Cornet, backhand from Ostapenko. We're backhand to backhand at the moment. But Ostapenko, her backhand goes into the net, gives a shake of the head, and it is 30-15. Yes, so I think Cornet, well, she seems to be grimacing. I noticed her match earlier on in the week that she had one of her thighs taped. She doesn't seem to have it now, but hopefully it's not a niggle of that injury. But it does look like something is bothering her. But again, she's just taken the point there, so she has a point for the game. It's 40-15. Oh, we have a Cornet button on, so if Cornet can get this game, I will. Let me see if I can find it. Yes. So if Cornet gets this game, we will have a brand new Cornet button for you all. But the ball is out from Cornet, and it is 40-30 now. And Cornet just kind of puts a finger to her lips there as if to shush the crowd. But yeah, okay, here she is serving out at 40-30. First serve is long, though. Get a look at the second serve. Ostapenko coming in quite far, stepping in for that second serve. And yet another aborted ball toss from Cornet before the second serve. The second serve is good. It's a forehand return from Cornet, and it is a shank from Cornet. And suddenly we are at deuce. So it looked like Cornet was going to take this game fairly easily, but it's looking a little bit more complicated now. Again, she was up a double break in this set. Ostapenko clawed one of them back, but we'll see here. Now we're at deuce. So Cornet is serving. It's a good serve, but it's called as a let. So she will get that first serve again. So we have the first serve. Again, she goes to the same swinging serve out wide, and it's good. Ostapenko's return is good, but Cornet manages to get the cross court to a great length and width, and she puts a fist up in the air, and it is advantage to Cornet. Yeah, Em says Cornet has to hold here or tables could turn very quickly. Yeah, absolutely. If Ostapenko was to get that break here, it would be a completely different match. But 5-3 sounds a lot better than 4-all. So he's the first serve from Cornet is good. Backhand return from Ostapenko. It looked like it was long, but it's still in, and they are playing. Cornet slices the ball, and Ostapenko tries to get it up, but hits the net, and Cornet is delighted with that. She is shouting, and Ostapenko is not happy about something. She's here talking to the umpire. The crowd are booing. A little bit unsure of what she's trying to say. She's pointing at the line. I think she's saying here she thought she'd heard a call from the line umpire. But there was no call. The ball seemed to be in. Yeah, it's a little unclear what she's thinking there, but she's pulling the typical Ostapenko expressions that we've come to know and love from her. Yeah, she's not happy, but the umpire stated her case, and there's nothing she can do about it. It is a hold of serve from Cornet, and let's get that new Cornet button out.
She gonna be the one, gonna show you how to play. Yeah. She gonna be the one, making everything okay. It's Cornet.
Another catchy button there. That's going to be, again, stuck in my head like the On Jabeur song. That's a great one. I like that. And here Cornet gets the first point on the Ostapenko serve. It is love 15. The crowd are chanting, but Ostapenko seems to be in a bit of a rush to get her serve going. So here we are, the first serve at love 15. It's a let. It's called a let on the first serve. Yeah, she can be a little unsportsmanlike when she's doing. I think she tends to, argue with umpires a lot, or with her fellow players sometimes as well. I think she's just a very passionate player, isn't she? And I think it shows in her game. But she needs to hold it together here if she's not going to lose this game and then the match, of course, to Cornet. So we have a backhand from Ostapenko, sorry, that Cornet gets to it, but Ostapenko is at the net, hits the ball, sort of a drop shot. I mean, I think it was a bit of a miss hit, but Cornet can't get to it. There's nothing she can do about it, and it is Ostapenko's point. So it is 15-all. We have Ostapenko serving. It's a good first serve. Backhand return from Cornet is good, and the response from Ostapenko is into the net, and the crowd cheering that unforced error there. But it is 15-30 to, Ostapenko on Ostapenko serve, 15-30. So it is a chance here for Cornet to take it. Half a chance anyway at 15-30. First serve is a miss from Ostapenko, so it will be a second serve as well. The second serve is good. It's a backhand return from Cornet. And the shot following from Ostapenko is long, and suddenly Cornet finds herself with 2 match points. It is 15-40. And the crowd are loving this.
Match point.
So the first serve from Ostapenko is good. It's a backhand from Cornet. And the shot from Ostapenko is into the net. Cornet throws her hands into the air. Cornet takes and Ostapenko puts her hands in her ears as if she's trying to drown out the noise of the crowd. I've not seen a player do that before. It's a bit of a frosty handshake as well, but Cornet has done it. She has won the match in 3 sets, 6-love, 1-6, 6-3. The crowd couldn't be happier. I don't think Cornet could be happier. A very strange match. 3 sets, an hour and 41 minutes, a bagel and a breadstick, in 2 different ways. So yeah, it's very strange. Again, we see the streakiness of Ostapenko, and Cornet is just consistency showing through there, but she has done it. She is through to the 3rd round, and yeah, that's a great win. And I feel the crowd there's some boos coming from the crowd as Ostapenko walks off the court, but Cornet does give her opponent a little bit of a clap there. It's a very strange match, this one, but it goes the way of the French woman. So, yeah, thank you all very much for being here and watching with me. Remember to hit the like button and to subscribe to the channel. And again, follow us on Twitter. I'm currently doing the Twitter account for the Game to Love podcast for the Roland Garros. And hopefully you follow us on there. If you don't, give us a follow at Game to Love Tennis podcast. Thank you all very much for your kind comments. I really appreciate it. A lot of love for Cornet here. Yeah, it's a great moment for her on Châtelet against the French crowd. Yeah, okay, there was a bit of booing. Again, it's Ostapenko. But thank you very much for all of you. And I will hopefully catch you all on the next stream. So we have one question here before I go. Was the French crowd being overwhelming for Cornet? And if so, was he only being damaged by... I mean, I think we saw at the end there, that response, it started to get to Ostapenko at the end, with, putting her hands in her ears and all that. And yeah, with a little bit of booing at the end as well. So I think it did get to her a little bit. But, let me just block some of these horrible comments. Apologies for that. But okay, great. There we go. That's blocked. Apologies. Thank you all very, very much. I hope you enjoyed the match. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Remember to like and subscribe, and hopefully I will catch you again on a next stream very, very soon. So thank you all very, very much for watching.